Shalom, shalom. Hey, shalom, Kazak Shapar. Shalom, Brother Thomas Brown. If anybody got any questions, go ahead and type them into the chat. If you're on Facebook, comment it on Facebook. If you got any questions, go ahead and type them in. Also, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and like this video on YouTube. Go ahead and like all our classes and share all our classes. You know, make sure you like the videos, because liking the videos helps us to be able to get this truth out further, to be able to raise up more brothers and sisters. You understand? Go ahead and like the videos. Go ahead and share the videos. You understand? Help us bring brothers and sisters into the school. You understand? If you got family and friends, make sure you share it with them also. You understand? And again, if we got any questions, go ahead and type them into the chat. Baba Kushah. And shalom, Sister Adrian. Shalom. Alright, we the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. And what we teach is that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, according to the Bible, according to history, and according to archaeology. You understand? We you know, week after week, day after day, we bring these facts out. You understand? Captain Katazab in New York brought out a heavy lecture, real heavy lecture, breaking down all the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? Breaking down all the 12 tribes. And you know what? Ever since he did that breakdown, ain't nobody came up against us talking about the Hispanics ain't Israelites or the Mexicans ain't Israelites. You understand? We bring out facts every day, every week. Every week when we go out to camp all across the world, we bring this truth out to our people, man. You understand? That's what we about. We here to gather the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? No matter if you in a different camp, you understand? If you're in a different school, if you're in a Christian church, if you're in the Nation of Islam, the I.S.U.P.K is calling all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to come back to the one body of Yahawashi. You understand? Who the world calls Christ. You understand? That's what we here to do. We following the same order, the same protocol that Yahawashi laid down to the 12 disciples. You understand? You got all these pastors in all these churches that like to call themselves men of the Lord and followers of Yahawashi, but yet how you gonna say you a follower of Yahawashi when Yahawashi gave his followers orders? He gave them orders to follow. You understand? And guess what? Your pastor ain't following them orders. You understand? Your Christian leaders are not following those orders. You understand? What your Christian leaders are doing is they are putting divisions amongst black people. That's what they're doing. You understand? They're destroying our people. You understand? Not just by destroying us, by telling us lies, but they're destroying us through all of the heinous acts that go on every Sunday in that church. You understand? How many kids get molested by this Christian? How long are we going to let our kids get molested by these pastors? You understand? I bring it up all the time. I speak on it all the time because it's a common occurrence. It's that common to where we have to speak on it all the time about what's going on with our children in these churches. Just right over here in Greenville, Pastor John Gray just bought his daughter, his wife, a Lamborghini. You understand? And everybody was looking at him like he's so righteous and amazing because he went and bought his wife a Lamborghini. You understand? But here's the deal. The reason why he bought her that Lamborghini, like Commander General YAHANNA brought it out, and I always repeat it over and over. Commander General YAHANNA said that this man bought this woman this Lamborghini not because she's such a righteous woman or because she deserves such an expensive gift. It's because she kept his secrets. You understand? That's what Commander General YAHANNA said. And then lo and behold, when it all came out, it turned out that John Gray he got a 13-year-old girl pregnant. You understand? That's what happened right there in Redemption, Renegade Church, whatever they call it. I don't remember. You understand? And not just that, it wasn't even just John Gray. Right up here in Spartanburg, you had another pastor that was arrested. He actually got arrested for what he did. You understand? Where he was molesting a 14-year-old girl. You understand? So this is a prevalent thing that happens in the Christian church. You had the situation happen in Brooklyn, New York, where a brother molested, the pastor molested his own daughter, and lo and behold, it turned out that his father was a pastor at the same church, and he molested him when he was a child. So you got this generational child molestation going on all throughout the Christian church. You understand? Not only that, but the Christian church, if you ever notice, you ride through any neighborhood, any black neighborhood, black or Hispanic neighborhood, when you get to the roughest, it seems like when you get to the roughest parts, of black neighborhoods, you find the biggest and most beautifulest churches. You understand? You find these big, beautiful churches. You understand? And here's the deal. Amongst, right around, just outside the property line of these big, beautiful churches, you find dope houses, crackheads, prostitutes, gang members, winos. You understand? You find all types of poor people. You find children that ain't got shoes on their feet, just outside the property line. You understand? I never forget it. I never forget this. One day, I was in the world. I was in the Christian church, and we was just coming out of church, and I never forget it. And I seen this this brother just running across the church field in a full out sprint, running across the church field. Gone. He was getting it. Next thing you know, about 2 minutes later, you see this fat police officer chugging along behind him. You understand? That just tickled me, but it just goes to show you that crimes like, most of your crimes happen in poor communities because poor communities are so oppressed. You understand? Brothers and sisters in the black communities, a lot of the crimes that we commit is because of oppression. You understand? But here's the deal. The reason why we commit those crimes is because the people who are supposed to be our leaders and supposed to teach us brotherhood, you understand, they teach us lies. You understand? And what I'm here to teach you today is that everything about the Christian church is fake, phony, and a scam. All the way down to going to church on Sunday. You understand? Going to church on Sunday, here's the deal, right? Everybody likes to look at the Christian church like it's some type of holy building. When you look at this right here was a prophecy in itself. This shirt was made before the Notre Dame burnt down. You understand? And guess what? Notre Dame, that was a big, beautiful church. And guess what? It's a pile of rubble now. They don't even know if they can fix it. You understand? They don't even know if they can fix the Notre Dame church. You understand? But everybody likes to look at it as this such a holy thing. Even Chick-fil-A, you can't even get a Chick-fil-A sandwich on Sunday. Can't get no waffle fries on Sunday. You understand? Because all these Christians, they hold high this day Sunday like this is the Lord's day. You understand? And here's the deal. The Lord never establishes anywhere in the Bible that Sunday was his day. You understand? And we're going to prove that out of the Bible. You understand? We're going to prove that to you. You understand? I mean, I could just be sitting here just talking, blowing hot air and noises out my mouth. You understand? I'm just rambling. I'm just the crazy nigga on the internet just talking. You understand? That's the UPK. We the crazy niggas on the corner just yelling at everybody. That's what everybody think when they think Hebrew Israelite, when they think I.S.U.P.K. You understand? But when you challenge what we're saying, you find out that we are scholars when it comes to the things that we're saying. When it comes to this Bible, we are scholars when it comes to this Bible. You understand? So here's the deal, right? Everybody goes to church on Sunday because according to what you believe and what you understand and what you've been taught, Sunday is the Lord's day, right? That's what we learned since we was children. That's what we learned since the day we was born. I'll never forget this. In that same church where I seen the assailant fleeing the authorities, in the same church, I remember sitting in church one Sunday and I'm looking around. I went to Catholic church and I'm looking around in the church and I'm seeing all these statues of all these people that's supposed to be important and in the Bible. You got this saint, that saint, this person, that saint. Then you got Mary, Joseph, you got baby Jesus, white Jesus, and then you got this big old cross right in front of you with a big white Jesus with blood dripping all over his body and all that. This is just a heinous thing to see when you walk into church. So I'm sitting there in the church and I'm sitting there next to my grandma. I'm seeing all this. So I said, Grandma, why do we go to church on Sunday? She said, because that's the Lord's day. I said, oh. I said, but don't the Bible say keep holy the Sabbath day? She was like, yeah. I said, well, what's the Sabbath day? And really, the spirit I was coming with was not that I knew the Bible. I'm a child. I didn't know the Bible. I just didn't want to go to church. So I'm looking for reasons to get out of church, to stop going to this place right here. It's boring. I don't like it. I'd rather be at home playing Sonic the Hedgehog. You understand? That was me as a child, trying to convince my grandmother to stop taking me to church. So my great-grandmama, she the one that taught me when I was a child that the Sabbath day meant Saturday. But even her teaching me is crazy because she went to church on Sunday. So I'm talking to my grandmother. I'm like, why do we go to church on Sunday? And, and I tell her, but the Bible say the Sabbath day is the Lord's day. That's Saturday, right? She said, right. I said, so why we go to church on Sunday? Why we don't go to church on Saturday? And so she was like, just shut up, all right? Just shut up. Couldn't answer the question. So then I'm looking around and I'm like, Grandma, I said, we pray to Mary and all these other people, right? She's like, right. Pray to Michael, pray to the, all the angels. You pray to all kinds of people in the Christian Catholic Church. So I'm asking her, I'm like, don't the first commandment say, I'm the Lord thy God and I shall have no other gods before me? You understand? And she was like, yep, that's right. He said, you're supposed to have one God. I said, then why we pray to Mary then? Is she God? Is that the one God? Because we got Mary, we got Jesus, we got Saint Michael, we got this. What is going on in this place? You understand? So she didn't want to hear what I had to say. I ended up getting popped. You understand? Right in the mouth, the backhand pop. The church backhand, the famous church backhand pop. Knuckle to the teeth slap. You understand? In church. That's that shut up slap. You understand? But here's the deal, right? She was taught that as a child, that Sunday was the Lord's day. So her believing that Sunday was the Lord's day, you understand, which was taught to her by her parents. And her parents were taught that by their parents. And their parents were taught that by slaves, by the slave masters. You understand? The slave masters taught our people this. This is a custom that they do. This is their custom. Meanwhile, our custom is everything that the Lord laid down. You understand? That is our customs. And we are to go by what the Bible says, not by what the Roman Catholic Church says. Because the Roman Catholic Church, they are the ones who established Sunday as the Lord's day. You understand? They are the ones who established that. You understand? They are the ones who came up with this. You understand? In fact, they made it illegal. At one point in time, they made it illegal, even prior to the Roman Catholic Church, but in Rome, they made it illegal to basically profess that you were a Jew, to live like a Jew. If you don't eat pork, like today, like think about today's society, right? You understand? Like anytime, like society is so programmed, American society is so programmed against Islam that anytime you say you don't eat pork, the first thing that pop out your mouth is, what, you Muslim? You a Muslim? You a Islam? You understand? But here's the deal. Back in Rome, they made it illegal to profess that you was a Jew. They made it illegal to keep the Sabbath day. They made it illegal not to eat pork. They made it illegal to wear a headpiece, a head garment like what I'm wearing. They made it illegal to wear your fringes. You understand? They made those things illegal during our oppression under Rome. You understand? Because they wanted, if you was going to be in Rome, they wanted you to look like a Roman. They wanted you to dress how the Romans dress. You understand? And guess what? It's not too much different here in America. You understand? With the Tingan laws and the hair discriminations going on in these schools. You understand? You got little girls walking into class. Can you imagine sending your 2-year-old daughter? Not 2-year-old. 2-year-olds don't go to school, but your 5 or 6, your 6-year-old daughter, right? It's her first day in first grade. You so proud of your little baby girl. You know what I mean? She walking in school with her 2 little Mickey Mouse Afro puffs. You understand? Looking like royalty. You understand? And then she walks in that school and they immediately turn her around, say she can't come to school with her hair like that. It's unprofessional. You understand? Meanwhile, Timmy over there got lice, got hair down to his back and got lice all in it. You understand? But that's professional. You understand? And trust, I live in the South. I grew up in the country. You understand? The white boys we went to school with, them white boys had lice in their head. You understand? Like, now me, 5th grade, I got an afro out the here in 5th grade. You understand? But the white boys, they had hair lice all in their head. They had I didn't know what a scabies was until I moved to the South. I didn't know what scabies was. I grew up and went to school with majority black people in DC. I moved down south. I'm going to school half white, half black, seeing more white people I ever seen in my life. You understand? And guess what? Them boys, they was running around with head lice all in their head. You understand? Ringworm and scabies, but that's professional. You understand? That's still going on today. You understand? White people still get lice. They been getting lice. You understand? So here's the deal, right? You understand? They try to, it's always been our oppressor's nature to stop us from being who we are. The 12 tribes of Israel, God's chosen people. It's always been his intention to do that. Think about during slavery. You understand? Every you got all these blackity black folks, you understand, that's running around talking about we African and we this and that and we come from Africa. You understand? But here's the deal, right? What language just ask one of them, what language did we speak when we got here? What language were our forefathers speaking when they was brought over here in these slave ships? You understand? What language was we speaking? You understand? What were our names? What were our family names? You understand? They don't know. They don't know. They don't know anything about our culture before we got to slavery. The only thing they know is what them Hamites is doing. Is what they're doing or what they had going on. You understand? Meanwhile, our people, we force-fed Christianity. We force-fed the American dream. We force-fed slavery. We force-fed eating swine. We force-fed these things. You understand? And then not only that, but the same man that taught us Christianity is the same man that taught us that we was from Africa, that we was Africans. You understand? But I promise you this much: let a bunch of Africans move into the ghetto. Just boom, half the hood Africans. You understand? Black folks will lose their mind living with them Hamites. You understand? Because most black people can't stand no type of funk. At least no black woman I ever met could stand no type of funk. They can't stand it. You understand? But you walk in the Hamite house and that's all you smell. You smell the funk down the block. You understand? So you could tell, just even when we amongst each other, you can see that we are not African. We are not them. They treat us the same way the East Indian man treat us, the same way the Arab man treat us. You understand? And even still, if we Africans, then why are we worshiping this white God on Sunday? You understand? So here's the deal, right? We're gonna go into the Bible, and we're gonna see when the Sabbath day is. You understand? We're gonna see when the Sabbath day is. We're gonna start at Genesis chapter 2 and verse 1. You understand? Genesis chapter 2 and verse 1. Matter of fact, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start at Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. It said Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. I'm just going to read on. It says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. Verse 5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. You understand? Now, I'm going to stop right there for a second, right? In verse 5, I'm going to read verse 5 again, and I'm going to ask the class a question. You understand? It says, verse 5, it says, and God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. So what is the significance of that right there? You understand? Who can tell me the significance of where it's saying, and the evening and the morning were the first day? Can anybody give me the significance of that? Why does it say the evening and the morning were the first day? What does that mean? I see I got Shar in the building. Got Sister Shara in the building. Sister Adrian in the building. Brother Thomas, Brother Kazak. Okay, Kazak said he described a day. Okay. And what was the description? I'm looking for the description. Like, break down the description. What does that mean? The definition of a day. What does that mean? If anybody else want to give a shot, go ahead. What does that mean where it says in the evening and the morning were the first day? Evening is first. Okay, I'll take that. So the Trooper Kazak says it means the evening is first, and he's correct. Because what that's saying, it says in the evening and the morning were the first day. So what is morning? Morning is when the sun comes up. What is evening? Evening is when the sun goes down. You understand? So the day begins at evening. You understand? That's when the new day begins. So from sunset is the beginning of the day, and when that sun comes back up, that is the morning. And then when that sun goes back down, that is the next day. You understand? So that's important to understand that. You know what I mean? All right, so that was the first day. Now we're going to go to Genesis chapter 2. You understand? So he created the heavens and the earth in 7 days, or 7 days according to the Lord. You understand? You know, the scriptures, it also says, scriptures also say, so lucky. The scripture also says that a day of the Lord is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as a day of the Lord, is a day with the Lord. You understand? So he created the earth in 6 days. You understand? So I'm going to read on. Genesis chapter 2, verse 1. It says, thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the hosts of them. And on the 7th day, God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the 7th day from all his work which he made. You understand? So the Lord rested on the 7th day. You understand? So what is the first day of the week? What is the first day of the week? Somebody just type it in for me. What is the first day of the week? Sunday. Kazak Shapar says Sunday. Sunday is the first day of the week. You understand? So Sunday is the first day of the week. So what day of the week is the seventh day of the week? What day of the week is the seventh day? All right, Kazak Sapar says Saturday. Saturday is correct. And Shar answered the last one too. He said Sunday was the first day. That is correct as well. So Saturday is the seventh day of the week. So the Lord, when he took his rest, he rested on Saturday. You understand? He did not rest on Sunday. How you gonna rest the first day of the week? And who do that? You understand? If you know, technically, I guess in America, Monday is the first day of the week for us here in America. In slavery, Monday is the first day. That's the first day, especially if you work at Chick-fil-A. Monday the first day of the week at Chick-fil-A. You understand? So here's the deal, right? If Monday is your first day of the work week, you understand? Then how you gonna just take that day? You ain't even did nothing. You understand? You haven't even done anything yet, and you already like calling in sick. I'm gonna take this day off. You understand? That mean that on your day off you don't get a day off because you still got another day of work to do. You understand? But the Lord did his work first, and then he rested on the Sabbath day, on the seventh day. You understand? On Saturday. All right. So we're going to read about Saturday. What did the Lord say about this day, this Saturday, this seventh day of the week? We're going to read it, verse 3. It says, and God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. You understand? So this is the day that the Lord rested. He rested on the seventh day. This is the day that the Lord made holy. You understand? This is the day. This is significant to the Most High because this is the day when he rested. After he created the cosmos, this is the day that he rested. I bet that was some good rest. You understand? The Most High made the cosmos and rested and just chilled on the seventh day. You understand? That was the day that he made holy. That's the day that he rested. You understand? He didn't rest on the first day of the week. It didn't say he worked an extra day and then when the first day of the week came back, he you know what I mean? Then he rested. It doesn't say that. The Most High didn't put in no overtime. You understand? Work from the first day of the week to the seventh day of the week, and then from the first day of the week, you know what I mean? He maxing and relaxing. That ain't what the Bible say. The Bible say the Lord rested on the seventh day, and on the seventh day he made it holy. You understand? That's the Lord's day. That's the day that the Lord rested. So, what significance would it make? What significance would Sunday make if he rested on the seventh day? If he rested on Saturday, if that was the day for thousands of years, it was Saturday. What made him switch up to do Sunday? I mean, think about it. If you've been eating the same food for 20 years, the same breakfast for 20 years. You understand? You've been, think about it like yourself. The Lord don't change. You understand? The Lord said himself, he said, I'm not like you, I don't change. I'm paraphrasing. You understand? He said he don't change. You understand? So the Lord don't change up the way men change up, the way women change up. He don't change up like, he don't love you today and hate you tomorrow. You understand? He love you today, but when you cross him, then he come for that head. You understand? That's the Lord. And even after he done did what he did to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, he punished us for our crimes. And even after that punishment, think about it, like even with your kids. When you discipline your kids, after you discipline them, you still show them love. You still make sure they eat today. You still put food in their stomach, even after you beat they behind. You understand? You beat they behind, put them on punishment, and guess what? You still gonna show them that love because that's your child. You still gonna feed. You might be mad at him, but you gonna make sure he eat today. You gonna make sure he got a roof over his head today. You gonna make sure he got clothes on his back. You understand? He might can't play PlayStation, but he'll be able to eat a meal today. He gonna be able to survive, be protected. You understand? Because that's still your child. You understand? So the Lord said the seventh day was the day that he rested. You understand? So now, my question to any Christians out there is, if the Lord rested on the seventh day, which is Saturday, then why are we worshiping on Sunday? Why are we calling Sunday the Lord's Day? You understand? I'm reading it. You know, you don't have to go to no pastor to get this. I'm reading it straight out the Bible, word for word. This is AKA straight from the horse's mouth. You understand? You ain't got to ask me. We just ask the Most High. And guess what? The Most High wrote it down in the book of Genesis what day of the week he rested. You understand? So now we're going to move on. We're going to go to the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. You understand? So there it goes again in the book of Exodus. This is thousands of years since the book of Genesis. You understand? Where the Lord is saying it again. On the seventh day is the Sabbath. The seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord. Not the first day, not the third day, not the fifth day, not the sixth day, but the seventh day. You understand? Not the first day like your Christian pastor be telling. You understand? Like, here's the thing, right? So these Christian pastors, they basically false claiming. They false claiming the Most High. They saying that they saying that they teach the word of God, but the word of God says the seventh day is the Lord's day. It says remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. You understand? And we're gonna drop that. You understand? We're gonna go to Mark. Hold on, Salaki. Matter of fact, we're just gonna read on. It says, "In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it." So So the Lord blessed the seventh day of the week. That's the day that the Lord blessed. That is the holy day of the Most High. You understand? The Sabbath day. Not Monday, not Sunday, not Thursday, not Wednesday night Bible study. None of that. You understand? The Lord made the Sabbath day holy. Saturday. You understand? If you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you are the Lord's day. Going to church on Sunday is going against the laws of the Most High. Because this right here is the law. This is the law in the scripture where it's saying, remember the Sabbath day. You understand? When you don't even know about the Sabbath day. Your pastor don't know nothing about keeping the Sabbath. You understand? These fake Israelites don't even know nothing about keeping the Sabbath. You understand? The Sabbath day is the day that the Lord set up. Saturday. That is the Lord's day. You understand? That is a day that you're supposed to not go to work. You're supposed to, if you own a business, you're not supposed to open up your business, your doors for business. You're not supposed to have your employees working. You understand? That they're not supposed to be doing no servile labor on the Sabbath day. You understand? Now, of course, we in slavery. We under oppression. So some of us don't have a choice but to work on the Sabbath day. You understand? But you got so many people upholding Sunday like it's this beautiful, glorious, magical thing. You understand? When Sunday Sunday goes against the Most High. You understand? Sunday, the whole thing about Sunday, where it even came from, was during the after the fall of, when you had the fall of Rome. You understand? And you had, it was near the fall of Rome. You understand? You had kind of like a rebuilding going on. And you had these people, they sat on the Nicene Council. And on this council, they came together and they put together all different kinds of religions, all in one. You understand? And in that one religion, you understand, was a little bit of witchcraft, a little bit of a little bit of witchcraft, a little bit of Islam, a little bit of I don't think Islam was really around then, but they came up with all these different religions. The sun god worship, the Hinduism, all the different religions that were followed by the people that lived in Rome at the time. And they mushed it all together and called it Christianity. You understand? And then later on, the Roman Catholic Church declared Sunday to be the Lord's Day. You understand? They just wrote a piece of paper and said, from henceforth, Sunday is the Lord's Day. Like, they just got all the power and might to just speak for the Most High. Like, they can just do, the same way they went and, they took the Bible and took all the images, all the black images, the black paintings, the icons and things like that, and recreated it all and whitewashed it. Where you used to see black faces on all these paintings. You read the Bible, you see black people all throughout the Bible. But yet, when you walk into the church, you see that mayonnaise. You understand? You don't see no chocolate. You see mayonnaise. You understand? Well, that's nowhere in the Bible. You understand? Everything they've been doing has gone against the Bible. You understand? From the Roman Catholic Church all the way down to the non-denominational churches. You understand? They all lying on the Most High. They all lying to you, and they really got you worshiping another God in that Christian church. And guess what? by having you worship this other God, by having you being ignorant to the truth, then they able to rob you blind. You understand? They able to rob you blind. I hear it's crazy. Christians, they don't trust nobody. They don't trust their own kids. They don't trust nobody. They can't be trusted. You understand? But yet they put all complete control and trust in a Christian pastor. They trust him like he's God and Jesus himself all in one. You understand? Meanwhile, he molesting your kids. You understand? You put all your trust in. You don't trust the father of your children. You understand? You don't trust him along with the kids. But yet, you let your son go over there every weekend. You understand? Like, Pastor ain't got no other kids, but Pastor like to sit there and be with little Timmy and and I guess they be teaching. He learned how to be a man from his pastor, so I let him spend some time with his pastor. Okay. All right, okay. You understand? Then pastor paying for that college tuition. Okay, all right, no sweat. Oh, he a good man, sis. Oh, okay, all right, I feel you. Oh, your pastor be looking out. Oh, I bet he does look out. You understand? Next thing you know, 25 years later, it's finally coming out that the pastor been molesting little Timmy for 25 years. You understand? And everybody looking around clueless. You understand? It's because you go to these churches and you listening to these liars. You understand? They do not worship the God of this Bible. The God of this Bible say, the Sabbath day is my day. You understand? He say the Lord's day is Saturday, the seventh day of the week. That's what the Most High said. You understand? But yet, we filling up that church every Sunday. On Easter Sunday, my goodness, Easter Sunday, brothers go out specific one time a year and buy one suit just to wear this one Sunday, and they spend all kinds of money on it. You understand? Spend $2,000-$3,000 on a Easter Sunday suit. You understand? Just to wear that one time, because next year you got to get a new Easter Sunday suit. You understand? The Christian church, they got you all excited about Easter. You understand? Then what you do? You let your kids run around looking for Easter eggs. You understand? With candy all in them. Like, what part of the Bible got the Easter eggs? Where the Easter eggs at in the Bible? You understand? Where the Christmas trees at in the Bible? You understand? Where is all that stuff at? You understand? Where is letting your child get molested in the Bible? You understand? Where is that at? It ain't in the Bible. You understand? Because everything that goes on in that Christian church is against the Bible. You understand? The Christian church, I brought it out the other week about how the Christian church, those are the ones that are responsible for abortion even being accepted by black people. You understand? They said all that hoopla, they love worshiping. Yeah, all that hoopla, that like Slim Hibbity hoopla. You understand? They worship all type of madness in the Christian church. You understand? And then wonder why you go to the Christian church, it's filled with nothing but women and maybe a few kids and some sodomites. You understand? That's all that fill up that Christian church. You understand? Because, and here's the thing, no disrespect to the sisters, but a lot of sisters, here's the thing that gets me about a lot of sisters, right? And I'm not talking about sisters in the UPK, because sisters in the UPK, it's not. Here's the thing. This is what I tell sisters all the time. A black woman's real power does not lie in her dominance. That is not her power. she would not gain power and be powerful and be protected and be secure by being dominant. You understand? A black woman's real power is in her submission. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm just going to speak on one example. If you ever talk to, if you ever notice, when a lot of black men, when we have car problems, we either fool with it ourselves, or we know somebody that work on cars, or we got a good idea on what's wrong with it. We just taking it to the mechanic that we see eye to eye with, and we do these things because we are men. That's what we do. It's like where to get a good set of nails and lace front. We know where to get a good oil change. It just work like that. You know what I mean? So, men, we care about those type of things. Cars and things like that. Those things hold value to us. So it's always been a thing amongst men to either fix on cars, work on cars, tinker with a car, at least give it an attempt, or at least know where to go to take your car to get it fixed. That's always been a thing amongst men. And oftentimes men can tell when something is, we get a good idea if something is a scam, or if they're trying to get over on us, or if they're trying to hustle us, or if they're trying to play on our emotions. Because we as men understand that if we do not be emotional and be logical, then we can make a sound decision. You understand? But here's the deal. A lot of sisters will go into these mechanic shops. You understand? I've given sisters in the world, I've even tried to get them counsel against it. And they never listen. You understand? But here's the thing. When a black man walks into a car shop, they might talk to you. You telling them what's wrong. Most black men will be like, man, I think it's the water pump. You understand? And then you just start breaking down what it's doing and talking to the mechanic. He'll get an idea that you know what you're talking about. And that if you fool around with this thing by yourself, he's not going to make no money today and you're going to fix it at home. You understand? But if he knows what you're talking about, he knows that you know what you're talking about, or got a good enough idea, then most cases, he'll just look at it, you know what, I'll go ahead and take the extra $150, just swap it out real quick and get it back to him. You understand? But as a woman, you going to walk in there and be like, they're going to be like, well, man, what's wrong with the car? Like, I don't know, every time I hit the brakes, it start grinding. Do you know what side it's on? I don't know. The whole car just started grinding. The whole car starts shaking. I don't know what's going on. As a man, we kind of understand what could be the problem, what may not be the problem, and we at least take a look and be able to put together a general idea on what's going on. But a woman, that's not her forte. That's just not her place to know how cars run, and that's just not her forte. So when she walks in that mechanic shop, he's going to automatically assume that you have no idea what you're talking about. Then the second assumption is he gonna say that whatever he gonna say to you is gonna be with the full intention on making the most money as possible, because that is how mechanics really keep their shops open. That's how a lot of them keep their shops open, by taking advantage of women who don't have a man or don't listen to their man. You understand? And they just gonna take you for everything you got. Sister went to the shop one time, and I told her, you need to take your brother up there, your father up there. Somebody, don't go up there by yourself. Let them talk to the people. Don't talk to them yourself. She didn't want to listen to me. She wanted to take her homegirl up there. You know what? They charged her $700 to rotate her tires. $700 to rotate her tires. You understand? I was like, damn, I'd have rotated your tires for $500. I'd have give you a $200 discount. You understand? Meanwhile, all she had to do was just get a tire rotation. You understand? And see, the thing is that's just a idiotic example. But what a lot of these mechanics will do to sisters is they'll play on your emotions. Be like, look, if you don't get it fixed now, then your whole car could blow up and flip over on the highway. And you just thinking about your son, who you don't let him see his father, and you like, oh no, not me and my baby. We can't flip over on the highway. Fix it, please. What is it gonna cost? Oh, it's gonna cost $1,500, man. $1,500. I give you half this week and half next week. You understand? And then here's the thing. In most cases, they'll call their baby daddy and be like, it's gonna cost him $1,500 to fix it. And he gonna be like, well, what's wrong with it? And she gonna be like, I don't know, they say it's this. Man, we get what they say. Tell me what's happening with the car. And then you tell her, nah, don't take it there, man. Take it to this other place. Look, I ain't got. And then she want to pop off at the mouth and don't want to hear what you say. And guess what? She end up paying $1,500 for nothing. And then they probably don't even fix the car. They probably put some grease on the brake rotors and send her on her way. You understand? But here's the thing. What sisters in the UPK understand is that when they have a situation like that, they get counsel. You understand? When they have situations, they get counsel. Because here's the thing, as a black woman, you call a black man and get counsel in a situation like that, then you're going to more than likely end up in a situation that's going to have you protected. When you listen to your man, listen to your head. Whoever your head is, if it's your camp leader, or if it's your husband, or if it's your father, listen to him. You understand? Listen to them. They're not going to steer you wrong by telling you what to do about your car. But if you're the type of sister that like to do everything on your own, like to think you Miss Independent, well, guess what? Miss Independent got to have a bankroll, because you run into these mechanics, they gonna peel you. And that's what's going to happen. You understand? Not only that, but dealing with police officers, dealing with anything, a salesman. You know what I mean? Like one of the sales tactics that salespeople use on women is to make you feel like you need this, and that if you don't have it, something wrong is gonna happen. So like Brother Trooper Shaw said, Khan, I see fake Israelite women taking all their problems to Facebook, getting misled. Yeah. You see a lot of brothers in the UPK posting on Facebook, stop putting your problems on Facebook, because it ain't your diary. Facebook ain't a diary, it ain't a journal. This ain't where you write your feelings and your problems down. This is where you post pictures of your vacation and what you got going on this weekend or something like that. You know what I mean? This is where you do your promotions at. You understand? That ain't your diary where you put all your personal business all on Facebook. You understand? And then you get the worst advice, because and then especially if you're getting relationship advice from 15-year-old girls who ain't never been married a day of their life. Don't even know what it's like. You understand? Getting advice from old single bitter women who done had 100 husbands in their life. Can't keep a man for more than one night. You understand? So what you got to start doing is understand that these Christian pastors, they are no different than the mechanics. They no different. You understand? And I hate to put it, I hate to hurt your feelings to the sisters out there, but that's when you walk into a mechanic shop, that is automatically on their mind. How do I get this woman's money? All of it. I want everything. You understand? And that's what they do. They play on your emotions and make you, and they'll play it hard too. Well, ma'am, if you don't want to get it fixed, I gotta get it up out of here, because it could break at any moment. You understand? It could crack at any moment. Your whole car just blow up. And then you like, oh my goodness, when the whole time all you need is an oil change. You understand? You understand that Christian church is full of women because all the women that's in that Christian church are women who like to think of themselves as independent, as in I don't need a man. I'm going to do this and blase, blase, blah. You understand? Or they be like, or they waiting on their Boaz. You understand? Meanwhile, they sleeping with Rodney. They sleeping with Rodney and Larry and JoJo, waiting on their Boaz. You understand? But here's the thing. Stop listening to your Christian pastor. If every black woman was to leave the Christian church and just ignore that Christian church and just listen to their man, their life would change dramatically overnight. You understand? It'll change dramatically. Just listen to your man. Even if you don't like him, just listen to him. Do what he say. You understand? And see what happens. You understand? Just do it. You understand? Listen to your man. Stop listening to your pastor. Because your pastor he the one getting the money. You understand? He the one molesting your kids. He the one telling you lies. And not only is he telling you lies, but he telling you all the things you want to hear. You understand? They sit up in the Christian church and trash black men to death. That's why black men don't go to church. Trash black men to death. Get in there. Black men, y'all need to step up. Like, you know what, man? You a black man. You need to step up. You need to step down. That's what you need to do. You understand? So these Christian pastors, they do the same things to our sisters that mechanics do. You understand? That's what they do. Anybody who has an opportunity to hold some type of emotional thumbscrew on a black woman, they're going to use it. And they're going to take advantage of you for it. You understand? That's what's going to happen. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's pimping 101. You know what I mean? You play with women's emotions, and mechanics have you paying $2,000 for a spark plug. You understand? It happens all the time. If you don't believe me, if any sisters in here have ever gone to a mechanic and paid $2,000 or something ridiculous for something simple, you know, please chime in. You understand? Please chime in. You understand? Because I know all the brothers know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the sisters in the UPK, they don't have to worry about that. Because the sisters in the UPK, they know that if they having problems like that, all they got to do is call a brother in the UPK. And if she need the brothers in the UPK to go with her to the mechanic shop, guess what? She gonna walk out there with the best deal possible. You understand? Because I tell you what, mechanic will think twice about scamming some sisters walking up there with 3 brothers in boots, beards, braids, fringes, headpiece, camos, looking like they ready for whatever. You understand? He gonna look at that and be like, you know what, sister, it's on the house. Don't even worry about it. We gonna take care of it and have you on your way. Because we need y'all up out of here. We don't want them to come back. You understand? And that is the true strength of the black woman, is in her submission. You understand? That is her true strength. Because here's the deal, man. As much as you like to think that you can fight and defend yourself, I feel you. I understand. Every sister should know how to defend themselves. But if you, how can I put this? If all you do is run your mouth, whore on the street, you understand? You know, just a monster, just a filthy, disgusting monster. And your man, you just treat your man so bad that in your day of trouble, I can understand how a lot of brothers in the world would not even give a damn. would not even care that you in trouble. Let you get 15 years in prison for something you didn't do. That man is moving on with his life immediately. The day they put you in cuffs, I'm moving my little shorty in this weekend. You understand? He out of there. He not gonna have your back. You understand? A brother in the UPK, we built for that, but more than likely, a brother in the UPK ain't gonna end up with you if you's a monster. You understand? The scriptures say a wicked woman is given unto a wicked man, and a righteous woman is given unto him that feareth the Lord. You understand? So here's the deal, man. Listen to your man. You understand? Because I'm gonna tell you something. If you are submissive to your husband, to your boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, in the UPK, if y'all having sex, we call him your husband. If you are completely, it seems like the more submissive you are to your man, the more lengths he would be willing to go to defend and protect you. You understand? A man who knows his woman is submissive to him totally, 1,000%. If he say hop on one leg, she hop on one leg. A man would be ready to die to protect that woman. You understand? He would be motivated to do so. You understand? He would have so much motivation. You understand? To keep you safe and secure. You understand? It can't even describe how motivating it is to know that your woman is just humble and meek and submissive, and you've been out here, going to war for your people, man. Just to know what type of woman you got at home, and know that she gonna play her role. She gonna do her part. You understand? She gonna hold you down. You understand? And outshine any woman that you ever had before. You understand? When you got a sister like that that's down, that's rolling with you, that's coming to the truth with you and hold you down, you got a woman like that out. You understand? That woman is protected. She is very well protected. You understand? That man will fight an alligator face to face with no weapons to protect that woman. You understand? But these sisters out here that's loud mouth and running their mouth and don't know how to be submit. Think submissive is a cuss word. Submit. Some of these sisters, you say submit, that's damn near like calling them a bitch. They ready to fight over that. Submit? What? They want. I had a sister tell me one time she need a man. She want a man that can submit. I said, what? Submit? What? What are you talking about? What the hell is wrong with you? You want a man to submit to what? She was like, to me. I'm like, to you. So you God. You understand? You God. He's supposed to serve you, not God. She said, nah, if he served God, he served me. Like, nah, it don't work like that. You understand? It don't work like that. You understand? The Lord said the man is the head of the woman. And the Lord set it up like that for a reason. Just like how the parents is the head of the children. You understand? The same way. It's the same reason. The same reason why there's rank and order in the army of the Lord. The same reason. Because those that rank over you are the ones that look out for you. Those are the ones who watch out for you. Those are the ones who make sure that you're okay. You understand? Because it's their job to keep you safe. So if it ain't somebody over you, you know what I mean? That's a tough position to be in. You understand? That's a tough position to be in, because that means you don't have nobody that's looking out for you. You understand? How you gonna do the looking out when you can be compromised? You understand? Like I said, I'm not trying to, down talk the sisters, but, I'm trying to encourage you to be submissive. To be submissive to your man. Submit to the black man. Ain't nothing wrong with being submissive. You understand? Ain't nothing wrong with that. That is a beautiful thing. That's the most attractive quality to me in a woman. Is submission. That's the most attractive thing on a woman. You understand? Yeah, she can, even if she ain't got the nice body and Even if she can't make fried chicken the way I like it. You understand? Her being submissive, that naturally attracts a man. If that masculinity in the man, that thing right there, man, it do something to a man when you submissive totally, completely. When you serve him like that is your Lord. Because even Sarah called Abraham her Lord. You understand? But instead of doing those things, we choose to go to the Christian church. And because we go to the Christian church, then our sisters are left without protection. You understand? Because guess what? Why do sisters break up with their husbands? They break up with their husbands because of what they learned in the Christian church. Because of the lies. Why do so many brothers leave their wives? Brothers leave their wives because of the Christian church. You understand? Brothers are addicted to drugs. You understand? Because of the Christian church. Listening to the Christian church. You understand? Because listening to the Christian church dismantles any type of black power. And guess what? It takes black power to build a black nation. It takes that. You're not going to have a black nation without it. You understand? It takes black power. And here's the thing. Real black power only exists in the I.S.U.P.K. That's the only real black power. Anything else is no different than the Christian church. They might say they about black power, but yet all they doing is taking your money, man. All they doing is sleeping with your wife, molesting your kids, just like the Christian church. You understand? Sit up here and say some mumbo jumbo and got you looking like, dang. You understand? Like, dang. So I am what I don't even know. It's been so long since I followed all that stuff. I don't even know what they call it now. You know, I am from Okabo land. Oh snap! You understand? So Amun-Ra is God. Oh snap! You understand? Watching Zeitgeist and all this other stuff, man. You understand? It's all it does is leave our people open for destruction. That's what the Christian church does. You understand? The Christian church leaves us open to destruction. You understand? So here's the deal, right? So our Christian leaders have been teaching us lies. You understand? And the whole objective of the black church is not to bring people to Jesus. The whole objective of the black church is to keep black people from rising up against their oppressors. It's like a safeguard. You understand? Or like I like to say all the time, it's counterintelligence. You understand? That's what Christianity is to the black community. It's counterintelligence. You understand? Because think about it. You got the Bible right there in your face, and the Bible clearly say the Israelites is black, the Jews is black, and Jesus is black. It clearly say that. But yet you in church worshiping the white man, worshiping Caesar Borgia. You understand? We're going to go to Isaiah chapter 9, verse 16. You know, Isaiah chapter 9, verse 16. It says, "For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed." You understand? It says, for the leader of our people cause us to err. You understand? It is an error to think that Sunday is the Lord's day. It is an error for us to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. It is an error for us to sleep with women outside of our nation. You understand? It is an error for us to worship Easter Sunday, to let our kids go hunt for Easter eggs. It is an error for us to do that. You understand? It's an error for us to make the Christian church rich. That is an error. You understand? And guess what? And it says, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Go to any black community, man. Go go to them. You're gonna find churches all in the communities. You find more churches in the black community than you find in the white community. You understand? And that's the fact. You know, at least in the town I live in, you go to Southside, you're gonna find about 8, 9, 10 churches. You understand? You go out to the north end of Anderson, and you ain't gonna see. You might see 2 or 3 churches within 10 square miles. But you go right there in the hood, you're gonna find 5 churches on one block. You understand? Maybe we need to have less churches in our neighborhoods. You understand? If it's more crime in the poor neighborhoods and less crime in the rich neighborhoods, more churches in the poor neighborhoods, less churches in the rich neighborhoods, then maybe we should live like the rich people and tear down these churches. You understand? Tear down these big cesspools of churches. You understand? Says they that are led of them are destroyed. And guess what? Abortion is an error. And all the people listening to these pastors leading our people to commit abortions. They telling brothers and sisters it's okay to abort your children. It's unfair to bring a child into a life where you can't afford to take care of the child. You understand? They consider it they consider it to be a cruelty to let your child live. If you poor, they consider it a cruelty. But listen, man, the Bible say the man that have many sons have many arrows. You understand? You know what that means? The man that have many sons have many arrows. You can do a lot of things with an arrow. You understand? An arrow is something you can both feed your family with and both defend your family with. You understand? So the man that have many sons have many arrows. You understand? You got a lot of sons, you got a lot of resources. You got a small army. If you got 10, here's the deal. If you got 13 sons, you understand? All 13 of your sons grow up to be big and strong. And at the age of 18, you buy all of them rifles. You understand? You got 13 sons with 13 rifles amongst your family. By law, that is considered, by American law, that is considered a militia. You got 13 sons. You and your sons are a militia. That is a militia group. You understand? So here's the deal, man. The man that have many sons have many arrows. You understand? But yet the Christian church is pumping our heads with abortion. You understand? With all types of sickness on our people and lies on our people, man. You understand? So here's the deal, right? You understand? All of this stuff is happening to us. You understand? The reason, all of this of us being in the Christian church. You understand? We under a deep sleep right now. We under a deep sleep right now, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, especially our Hispanic brothers and sisters that's filling up the Catholic Church. You understand? The Catholic Church, though they came over and directly murdered Hispanics. You understand? The Christians didn't come over. The Christian Church didn't come over and directly enslave the Negroes. But the Catholic Church directly went down and murdered and enslaved the Hispanic tribes. That's why they all speak Spanish. And that's why they all speak Spanish, and that's why majority of them are Catholic. You understand? Through the Spanish Inquisition, the conquistadors came down here and slaughtered our people. You understand? So here's the deal, right? I'm gonna go to Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 10. Isaiah chapter 29, Salakia. Matter of fact, we're going to start at verse 9. Salakia. Says, stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. You understand? Black people right now, we are drunken. You understand? Imagine being drunk. You understand? Being drunk, it's like you can kind of see where you're going, but you ain't making good decisions. You're not even calculating your steps properly. You understand? You got equilibrium thrown off. You understand? But you moving, you alive. But you can't go to work. Drunk as a skunk. You can't drive a car. You understand? You couldn't even give your child CPR if they was dying on the floor. If you was drunk. You understand? But the scripture saying our people was drunk, but not with wine. You understand? We are drunk with wine, but that wine is spiritual. Meaning, we are drunk with the doctrines of the other nations. We are drunken with Christianity. Christianity make us drunk. You understand? That's that dope. You understand? We say it all the time. Christianity is a hell of a drug. You understand? We high as a kite off that Christian church, off that Christianity. You understand? You see brothers and sisters going to Christian church, jumping around and twitching like something wrong with them. You understand? Then get out of the church and think God got them just because they showed up this Sunday. You know what I mean? When was a whore and a sodomite all weekend, and then go to church on Sunday thinking God got me. You understand? But here's the deal, man. We drunken with this madness that we learned in the Christian church. You understand? We drunken with all that. You understand? We drunken with being told every Sunday that it's okay to just fulfill our lust. You understand? It's okay for us to be pigs and selfish. It's okay for us to hate other black people. You understand? To learn that it's okay to put money and finance over our own brother. You understand? I'm going to read on. It says Isaiah 29 and 10. It says, for the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep. He hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, hath he covered. You understand? So think about that. It says the prophets and the rulers and your seers he have covered. You understand? He is covered. You understand? And that spirit of deep sleep is the spirit that black people are walking around in today. That's like a spirit of deep sleep. All we doing is I remember a time, and brothers and sisters can relate to this. Remember a time in your life where all you did was wake up, go to work, and on the weekend go to the club and party. You understand? It seemed like that's all life was about, was the weekend. Can't wait till Friday. You understand? Can't wait till Friday so I can hit the club and forget how terrible my life is. You understand? Think about that. It's like the spirit of deep sleep. You understand? That's that spirit of deep sleep that we in. You understand? We go out here and eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster and smoke cigarettes and do drugs until our heart give out. Because we in the spirit of deep sleep. We listen to our Christian pastor. Tell him talking about what the Lord have made clean, that no man make unclean. You understand? Well, the pig still got toxin in the blood, don't it? You understand? That ain't stopped the pig from being poisonous. It ain't changing from being unclean. It's still unclean. You understand? That's because the Christian church don't even know what unclean even means or the significance of it. You understand? They eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, all of that. And here's the thing: when you ain't ate that stuff in so long, like I remember when I was growing up, I used to eat crabs a lot. I grew up in D.C. We used to eat crabs at the cookouts. Like when down south here at a cookout, you might see ribs, chicken. They do a lot of that pulled pork down south. But up north in D.C., you'll have burgers, hot dogs, chicken, blah, 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 blah. But then somebody bring in the crabs. They cooking crabs. They put a newspaper all over the table and they eat crabs. Like, you know what I mean? And back when I used to eat that stuff, it used to smell amazing. You understand? But it's been years since I even ate that stuff. I ain't ate that stuff. I haven't even eaten that stuff since I was a trooper. You understand? And the thing is that when you smell that stuff after you ain't ate it in so long, it smell like rotten garbage. Like shrimp and lobster and crab and all that. It just smells so horrible. Like you know what I mean? Like, I still got family that eat crabs. Because like I say, my family is from the D.C. area. So crabs is like sold into D.C. culture. So, family bring them crabs around and it smell like a septic tank overflow. To me, that's what I smell. I don't even want to be in the house when they start cooking that stuff. You understand? Because it smells like garbage. Pork, even swine, it smells like garbage. That's what your breath smell like when you eat that stuff. You understand? To a person who don't eat it, your breath smell like hot garbage. You understand? That hot garbage is coming out your pores. You understand? And that spirit and all of that is that spirit of deep sleep that we're under. The deep sleep is the lies that we listening to, that we believe to be fact and true, and we live by it. You understand? We think life is all about our lust. That's all life amounts to. Got brothers waking up every day. The whole purpose of the day is to find them a woman for the night. That's the whole reason they woke up today, is to find some cutty. You understand? And guess what? There's sisters out here the same way. You understand? Brothers think their whole life is just around their lust. You understand? That's that deep sleep that we under. You understand? Because here's the deal. If you ain't following the Most High, if you're not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, then the Lord gonna come see about you. You understand? We're gonna read on. Matter of fact, we're gonna go to Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 26. Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 26. You understand? Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 26. It reads, says, "For among my people are found wicked men." It says, "For among my people," mean black people, Hispanic people, Native Indian people. Say, "For among my people are found wicked men." It says, "They lay wait, and he setteth snares. They set a trap, and they catch men." I'm going to read on. It says, "As a cage full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxing rich. Guess what? John Gray was a wicked man. You understand? And guess what? He laid in wait and set a trap for a 13-year-old girl. And got that 13-year-old girl pregnant, man. Got her pregnant. It's a grown man sleeping with a 13-year-old girl. Got her pregnant. I'm going to read on. It says, as a cage is full of birds, so are they houses full of deceit. Think about that, man. It says, like, as a cage full of birds. You ever seen a bird cage? And you see all the birds, like, you know, I ain't never been a bird person, but I have seen a bird cage before in my life. But, you know, bird cages, like, you can have a cage and it might be 20, 30 birds in there just flopping around. You know, Mike Tyson used to have a chicken coop on top of his apartment building growing up. Had a cage full of pigeons. I said chicken coop. He had pigeons. So imagine that cage that Mike Tyson had full of pigeons. He used to walk in there and put the pigeon feed on his lips and let the pigeons eat it out their mouth. You understand? But imagine that cage full of pigeons. You understand? It says as a cage full of birds, so is John Gray's house full of lies. You understand? Because think about it, man. He bought that Lamborghini for his wife because she covered up his lies. She covered up his secrets. You understand? It says, therefore they are become great and waxing rich. You understand? Guess what? Because of the lies, because they told you that you can eat pork, because they told you that God said it's okay to be a homosexual, because they told you you can go abort your baby, because they told you these things, then because of that, he is waxing rich. That Christian pastor is rich because of the lies that he teach. Because of the lies, man. That's why he's rich. That's why he's rich. That's why these pastors riding around in Cadillacs and Lincolns and Benzes and Bentleys and Maybachs. That's why they ride like that, man. They ride like that because of the lies they teach, because of the lies they speak and the lies they keep. You understand? Their houses is full of deceit, man. I'm going to read on. Verse 28. Says they are waxing fat, they shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. You understand? Guess what? They say thou shalt not judge, but they judge not the cause. That's why the Christian church don't do no kind of judgment. They all about that dollar. That's the only thing they judge is if you broke. If you broke, oh yeah, you a creature to the Christian church. You a cretin to that pastor if you broke. You might as well not even show up today. Oh, you ain't got your tithe? You might as well go ahead and go home. You understand? You might as well go ahead and go home. You know what I mean? It says they are waxing fat. You understand? Waxing fat, that's like a saying where, you know what I mean? It's like in the ancient days, it used to be looked at as the only people that were fat and overweight was rich people. You understand? But the thing is that when he says they are waxing fat, you understand? That's what that's talking about. It's talking about how powerful and how mighty and how rich these liars have become. You understand? It says they shine. They shine. Like, what do that mean? This how you know that this Bible is talking about black people. This Bible was written by black people. Because it says they shine. Like, what it mean to shine? I know what it mean to a black man. What it mean? I think the oppressor, they gonna take it literally. I mean, they glittering like light bulbs. They're shining like flashlights. Like a candle light. They're illuminated. No. You understand? They shine. And they get a lot of publicity. A lot of people look up to them. A lot of people honor and respect them. You understand? That's what that means. I'm going to read on. It says, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They overpass it. You understand? Guess what? You pay your tithes. The pastor don't care that you a homo. Don't pay them tithes. You understand? Pastor don't care that you cheating on your husband. Go on, pay them tithes. You understand? Pastor don't care that you a child molester. He said, come as you are. Pastor don't care that you was on a stripper pole last night. You understand? Man, this church don't care that you selling crack on Saturdays and in church on Sundays. He don't care that you sell poison to your people. You understand? The only thing he care about is don't come in the church broke. So he overpassed the deeds of the wicked. That's why you see so many sodomites in there. He overpassed their deeds. If he ain't won his damn self. They overpass the deeds of the wicked, man. You understand? They give the wicked a pass because they wicked. You understand? But read on. It says they judge not the cause of the fatherless. You understand? They don't judge the cause of the fatherless. You understand? They don't do that. You know what it means to judge the cause of the fatherless? I'm gonna give you an example. When a sister sit there and say, you know what, I ain't gonna let that man see his child. He gonna have to live without me and his child. He ain't gonna never see his child. Guess what? You try to make that child fatherless. And guess what your Christian pastor gonna say? Well, sister, you had to have a good reason, you know, blah, 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 blah. But you gonna find you a good man. It's gonna be another father out here gonna step up to the plate. Meanwhile, you throwing the real father in jail, putting him on child support at your counsel. You understand? You know, he don't care nothing about the fatherless. Because if you cared about the fatherless, you would understand that his mother going off and every child need their father. You should be trying to keep that family together. You don't judge the fatherless, you take advantage of the fatherless. You understand? A lot of these kids in these orphanages, see, brothers and sisters don't know. Brothers out here in the world don't know because it ain't happening to them. But here's the thing. It's a lot of sisters that come out here and tell you that they got molested by their pastor. It's a lot of brothers that won't tell you. But it's a lot of brothers that's been molested by their pastors. You understand? He don't judge the cause of the fatherless because they too busy taking advantage of the fatherless. You understand? I'm going to read on. It says, yet they prosper. Now wait a minute. These wicked bastards, they prosper. Even though they do all this evil, they still prosper. They still are filthy rich. They still buying their wives Lamborghinis for covering up their lies. They still buying $5 billion airplanes. You understand? They doing all this wickedness, but yet they still prosper. I'm going to read on. It says, in the right of the needy do they not judge. They don't give a damn about our poor, man. They don't give a damn about our starving people, the starving blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They don't give a damn. Them Christian bastards set up in that meeting with Donald Trump. And supported Donald Trump. And then Trump locked our brothers and sisters in cages at the border, man. Is they worthy of leading black people, Hispanic people, or is the Christian church worthy? If they gonna have you thrown in a goddamn cage, are they worthy of leading us? Because in the UPK, man, we'll never turn our back on our brothers, man. We'll never turn our back on our Hispanic brothers, our Native Indian brothers. You understand? Our brothers in the islands in Trinidad, Jamaica, and Haiti. You understand? Every other celebrity in this world may forget about our Haitian brothers and our Jamaican brothers and our Puerto Rican brothers. They forget about our brothers, man. They fly right over Haiti and go build a school in Africa. Drive right through Chicago and go donate to the coronavirus. Donate to fight the coronavirus in China. You understand? We'll lay over 1 hour in Flint, Michigan. You understand? And go to New York to donate to the 9/11 fund. You understand? That's our leaders, man. They don't give a damn about the poor, man. How you gonna not care about the poor of your own people? How you not gonna do that? How you gonna call yourself a leader, man? Even the United States government even got welfare for poor people. What the Christian church got? But they got billions and billions of tax-free dollars. Come on, man. You understand? And with that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the class. We got any questions? Any questions real quick before the class ends? I may not have time to answer them, but if you want to go ahead and ask your questions now, then next Wednesday I'll go ahead and address those questions as soon as class begins. Do I got any questions in the chat room? Do I got any questions in the chat room? Go ahead and type them in. And most high in Christ, y'all. And shalom. All right, we got any questions at all? Anybody got any questions that they need to ask? Make sure you ask your questions. If you come up with a question during the week, make sure you write it down. You understand? Write it down. That way when class start, you can go ahead and get your questions answered. You understand? I know when I first started coming into the truth, I had a billion questions and couldn't never remember not one as soon as class started. Till I started writing them down and just keeping notes. You understand? Just write your questions down. You know what I mean? Just write them down and then ask them during class. You understand? Hopefully you take notes. You understand? You should be studying throughout the week, and when you studying throughout the week, you should have questions. So make sure that you are studying. You understand? And when you study, you should have questions. Don't ever not ask questions. You don't ever want to stop asking questions. You understand? Because here's the deal. The questions is how you're going to learn. That's how you're going to grow in this truth. The more questions you ask, the faster you grow. So ask questions. Don't be scared to ask questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. You understand? Well, there are some stupid questions, but we ain't going to treat you like you stupid. We're going to treat you like you don't know. That's why you in class to learn, to be educated. You understand? And hey, if you think a question stupid, ask it. You'd be surprised. You understand? Oftentimes, there's other people who are wondering the same thing, but just don't ask it. So when you got a question, there's probably 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 different brothers and sisters who all had the same question, but just can't remember to write it down to ask it for the class. You understand? I remember one time I asked class about dinosaurs. You understand? So don't be ashamed to ask your questions. It's all right. Just ask. You understand? That's what we here for. That's what the priests and prophets of the Lord are here for, is to answer all your questions. You understand? And with that, with the Israelites, okay, I done finally figured out what he meant by on the left. All right. All right, no sweat. All right, so we the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. Passover, April 9th is going down, man. This is going to be the biggest Passover that you've ever seen, man. Make sure you there. You understand? Commander General YAHANNA gave the order for all Israelite groups to come together, man. Come together, man. That order been came out. Come together to the Passover, man. Come break bread with your brothers, man. You know you want to see this brotherhood, man. You know you want to come break bread with the brothers, man. Just come on through, man. Ain't nobody gonna be in there trying to debate nobody and none of that, man. It's all about brotherhood, man. You understand? It'll be a beautiful thing for all the Israelite groups to come on out, man, and enjoy the Passover, man. That'll be a glorious thing, man. Come on out, man. You understand? Come on out, man. Enjoy that, man. Get you some of that lamb. You understand? You go, man. Listen. When you try that lamb, once you come to the UPK Passover and you try that lamb at the UPK, you are going to come back to the following Passover. You are not gonna miss a Passover, man. Come on through, man. You understand? This ain't gonna be no debating going on, man. You already know how the Passover is, man. If you so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, come out to the Passover, man. If you in the Christian church, you say you love God, then come to the Passover. Come celebrate the Lord's high holy day, man. Come celebrate it. You understand? Even if you don't follow the Hebrew Israelites, man, come to the Passover. And with that, shalom.